My friends, I have been searching for a good, high quality, easy to use web based video editor for such a long time. I've heard from so many of my clients, my students, my audience members that they need something that can work on any of their different web based devices that they don't need to buy a very expensive subscription for. And it's been hard for me to recommend one because honestly, a lot of them are laggy. They slow down my computer. They're just not good. But Veed is amazing. I've been trying it out for the past few weeks and it has saved me so much time at first of all, finding clips from my long form content to repurpose over to social media. It's amazing for repurposing, but it's also amazing for screen sharing. I'm going to demonstrate that for you in just a second. And they even have some really fancy AI technology if you're into avatars and creating videos, poof, out of kind of like thin air, if that's your thing. So there are so many amazing features on Veed, and I want to give you like a quick little rundown of how it works. I will, of course, have all of their information listed down below. They are working with me on today's video. We love that. So thank you for supporting the sponsor of today's video, and I will have all their information linked down below so you can give it a try as well. So let's head over to the laptop, shall we? So this is what you're going to see when you first log into Veed. You can see the 6 major functions here, from creating a new project to recording a video, creating an avatar, clips, AI dubbing, and AI text to video. I'm going to show you some of my favorite features today, and one of which is right here. It's the ability to invite teammates to your team. So if you've got, let's say, an intern who helps you with your video editing, a social media manager, or even a client that you want to be able to communicate edits with and share videos with, that's amazing. On the left-hand menu, you'll see some templates. So if you don't know where to start, there you go. There's some great options for layouts. And then they also have a brand kit feature, which is really cool. I actually love this so much. So you can upload all of your brand fonts. You can upload your colors. And you can also upload images, videos, or audios that you use frequently in your content. So for example, I have a folder on my hard drive of B-roll content that I use in my YouTube videos. So I could upload those clips there so that they would be stored in my Veed account and I wouldn't have to upload them every single time to my new projects. Which, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Let's go to create new project, and you can start by recording a video, start with AI, or the good old fashioned way, which is what I'm gonna do, which is just uploading clips from my camera to my Veed account. And once you do that, you'll see it looks like a standard video editing timeline. If you've ever done any video editing, you will be able to learn this really intuitively. But the cool thing, like I said, there's that brand kit. So I'm just pulling in one of my brand images. You have that easily accessible. And then they also have some magic tools here. Everything from cleaning audio to green screen to Magic Cut. Magic Cut is such a time saver, especially if you've got like a podcast like I do, where I'm talking for a very long period of time. I'm sometimes referencing notes. It's going to really just put my best foot forward. It's going to cut out any long ums, ahs, pauses, awkward moments, and basically be like my junior video editor. So I can just go through and then do all the stylistic edits, which is like the fun stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing here now is I am splitting my clip a little bit just to make things look smoother and nicer in this B-roll section. You can also just drag the edges like I'm doing right here to trim your clip if you would like to. And then you can do fun things like, for instance, I am going to speed up this portion where I'm making the bagel so that you can see what it's going to look like. It's just like a little more, fun and vloggy style. And I personally am going to put some music over this. So I'm going to drag down the audio to 0 for all of these B-roll style clips. And then Veed has an audio tab within it, with a bunch of royalty-free audio that you can use, which is awesome. Or you could just upload your own royalty-free music from whichever platform you like to get that from. Another thing that I really love about their editor is you can do subtitling. Even my very expensive video editor that I've been using for years does not have this yet, which is mind-blowing because subtitles are so important. So you just click on it, you click on subtitles, it goes really, really quickly, and you can see you've got subtitles on screen now, and you can choose to export your video with those subtitles burned in, meaning that they actually show on screen, or you can just download the file without it. And of course, you can do customizations for your subtitles. So maybe you just want them nice and small so that they are accessible for people but don't take up the whole screen, whatever you want to do. Okay, create clips is probably the feature that I use the most just because I have so much long form content. I have like 800 YouTube videos. So you're just going to start by grabbing one of the links to one of those YouTube videos or uploading the raw file. It takes a little bit of time and then it'll give you a bunch of different suggested clips. And honestly, they are really good. They pull really good clips based on a bunch of different factors like interest, engagement, flow, and so on. Now, once you find one that you like, you can click on edit and you can do the same things that we just did in our create new project. You can edit the subtitles, but what I'm also going to do is I'm going to drag this clip out like one more sentence or a couple more lines really, because I think it did clip it in kind of a space where I was right about to make a really interesting point, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I just need to add a subtitle line to make it match up and to make sure that the subtitles extend throughout the whole thing that I am saying. And then you can decide where you want your subtitles to show up. You can drag them up a little bit more so they're closer to the middle of the screen. And again, you can choose to burn the subtitles in if you want them to show on screen, or if I wanted to upload to a platform like TikTok, where I think it's kind of advantageous to use their own captioning feature just for SEO purposes, I could just export it raw without the burned in subtitles. Okay, this feature is honestly mind-blowing. It's called AI dubbing, and you just are going to upload the video that you'd like to translate. So I'm just going to choose like a 1-minute clip here of me talking about vegan cream cheese just for demo purposes. You choose the language that you want to translate to, and then you choose the voice you want to use. I'm actually just going to use my own voice, which is really fun to hear me speaking French.
Ça m'a pris tellement de temps, mais j'ai enfin trouvé le plus incroyable fromage à la crème végane.
And how cool is that? And if you like the AI stuff, you can play around more with the avatars and creating videos with AI, which I'll show you really quickly. So you can say, hey, I want to create a video explaining how to start a video podcast. Maybe this is for a client, for example, and they don't have a ton of content for you yet. So you just need to create some stuff using some stock footage, some AI voices, things like that. You got to do what you got to do, right? So make all your selections here on subtitle style and all of that good stuff, and then it'll spit out a script for you, which you can review and tweak a little bit if you want to. And once you get all your settings good, you'll see this. Again, this is just like the timeline that we started out with, so you can make all your customizations, everything from the subtitle style, once again, to you can even swap out the stock footage that they chose. So I might maybe not love this video so much, might not really match the style. So I can just click on it, scroll down and click on replace video. And I can either upload my own video, use the AI avatars, record something, link something, or just choose a different stock video. So I'm going to type in podcast here and find one that I like a little bit better. Click on that and boom, it'll just plop it right in place for you and replace that video with something that matches your brand a little bit better. So that's how it's done. Hopefully this tool helps you. I am a big fan of it. I find it to be very intuitive, very quick, very easy to use. I'll leave their link down in the description box if you want to check them out. And if you want to save some time in your workflow too. Thanks so much to Veed for partnering with me today, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.